But we do this because we want to preview the Brewers who are coming to town tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Actually, some former Orioles are coming into town, Joey Ortiz, DL Hall. As you can see on the screen, though, if you're not aware of these players, you have Jackson Holliday, Corbin Burns, Christian Yelich, and Jackson Chourio of the Milwaukee Brewers, who is the number 2 overall prospect behind Jackson Holliday. So the reason we're bringing this up, the Brewers are actually, it just feels like, Zach, didn't we talk about this earlier, that they just continue to play good baseball?
Yeah, all they do is they will silently get last year quietest 90-win team in the league, without doubt.
Yeah, and even though it's been a tough kind of offseason for them, so to speak, you lose your ace, they're still a very good team. And this is a big reason it's Christian Yelich. And yes, Christian Yelich was a MVP years ago candidate and all that. But guys, I think we're starting to see the Christian Yelich come back into form. We saw it at the end of last year. This is his 2023 hit chart to even give a little bit more context. He likes spreading the ball around. But the thing that's scary for him is that his home runs are coming back, and he's already got 5 jacks on the year. And what makes Christian Yelich one of the best players in baseball, and it looks like he's back to that form, is his ability to drive the baseball anywhere at any time and really any location. So let's talk about that for a quick second here. This is lefty on left. Okay, so this could be criminal what Christian Yelich does. This is a high heater, about 96 miles an hour, 95, and Yelich, tall guy, stays on it and doesn't do too much. All he does is get his bat to the ball, and he's going to hit this out to left on a really tough pitch. I mean, that ball's way up there, but not up there enough for Christian Yelich. Stays on it, whammy, out of the park against the Reds. He's feeling good. And we're going to do the trend here. Christian Yelich is going to hit this ball to the absolute moon. He might actually cause the eclipse with this home run here. It's going to be a slider, cutter inside, whammy. I don't even know where this lands. There it is. It's trying to come down, but that ball is way up there. And he just looks like that MVP once again. And as we're just going to roll it right through, pitch right down the middle. That's what we call, well, I'll save that language for a different time for Rip After Dark. But pitch right down the middle, 96, doesn't do too much. Homer right up the middle. Now here's Jackson, okay? The other Jackson for the Milwaukee Brewers. And you can say, hey, look, he's hitting 9th. He's young. He's making his debut. He's had a lot of success so far this year. Going into when we're recording this, he was hitting 282, had a couple home runs. Here's one of them, a hanging slider that is absolutely crushed to left. And I mean, it's up there. Second deck, souvenir for those fans. Look how happy they are. Great moment for him. But the thing that Jackson does well here, he's going to stay back and drive the ball the other way with authority. And this is why he was so touted as well. Doesn't try to overdo anything and lets his skill set be on full display. And that's why he can be so dangerous. But Jackson's had 39 at-bats. He struck out 13 times. So 33% of the time, he is going down, and he will chase. He's a young player. And just like the concerns with Jackson Holliday of striking out, the strikeout percentage in spring training, or if you're staying in the minors, he's going to chase. And you're going to see here, slider away, way out of the zone, see ya. Another opportunity here. Guess what? Slider away, see ya. But the last point I was trying to make, he chases pitches. He's going to chase a pitch up here from Luis Severino, out of the zone, way out of the zone, fastball high. And again, young players, you tend to chase a little bit more. But also, I wanted to show in this, by the way, we got to give some love to some former Orioles. Joey Ortiz, he's going to smoke a ball to right, drive in a run, have a double. Again, really great player. He's a tremendous defensive player. That's where a lot of people give him the most credit, but the guy can swing the bat. And then DL Hall. And actually, that graphic was on Brewers.com here. If I can go back. Here we go. This is a quote from Pat Murphy on DL Hall. Hall's got a chance to be a number 1 just because just because he's got overpowering stuff. The kid's electric. They're right. DL is electric, but it's a new role for DL. He's going from reliever back to starter. And if we're looking at his first 2 outings, he's slated to pitch on Saturday against the Baltimore Orioles now. And if you're looking at it so far, 4 innings and 5 1/3, he's given up some hits. Only given up 3 and 2 earned runs, respectively. But his Ks aren't necessarily there right now. If I can get out of the way, 5 Ks, 1 K. I guess that was better in the last one. The walks, 2. a middle of the road. But I think the most interesting thing with me with DL is look at these numbers. His four-seam fastball, granted being a reliever, 95, 96 in 2023 and 2022. That fastball velo is significantly down for DL Hall right now at 92.4. So you wonder if it's being a starter, is that kind of what's causing DL, if I can move over this way a little bit, is that causing him to kind of ramp up and not try to blow it out every time that you're throwing? You want to make sure that you have enough left in the tank. So, but I am curious because his fastball has always been high. It's always been elite, and that really sets up his other pitches. So it'll be fun to watch with DL. It's going to be a bittersweet moment, but I'll tell you what, it's something about playing your former team. I hope for Orioles fans, he doesn't light it up, but I hope personally he has a great game. And you know another guy that's having a revenge game, fellas? Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes is going to be facing the Brewers, it looks like, on Sunday. And my guess, if you're a betting man on that, he is going to have a spectacular game. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Ryan Ripken Show. We'd appreciate that. And let me know in the future who you want me to break down next.